When I started putting this event together, you get 7 people, you get a yes or no, you get a yes or no, you get a yes or no, you got 1 people, you got 3 people, you got 4 people, finally you have 7 people. Time goes by, everybody's excited. Because of the odds, because of the numbers, 1 person always falls out. So we are short a storyteller, but I want to bring up on stage our very good friend Ashley Poppio, who is almost solely responsible for putting together the inaugural Women's Theater Festival in North Carolina. Hi, Ashley. I want Ashley to tell you briefly about, just a little bit about Women's Theater Festival, the good that it's done here in town, and what we anticipate will be further good in the future.
To hold it in my hands because my hands are all the way down here compared to all the women who have spoken today. Why a women's theater festival? I can't tell you how many times I've been asked that since I started this crazy project. People will be like, yeah, good for you, doing a big thing. We're proud of you and all, but why exactly? Are you doing a women's theater festival? And there are many reasons why, but I'll tell you one very briefly. And that is because my very best friend, when she went in front of a judge to tell them that her husband had raped her and had been raping her for the past several years, he didn't believe her because she was an actress. And acting is something that I do for fun. And so do a lot of people that I know, including my friend. It's not something that we do for the money, because there isn't any. and it isn't something that we do to make a living, but it is something that we do to be heard. And the fact that the one thing that we can maybe do occasionally to be heard caused my friend to not be believed, made me think that maybe we're not hearing women's voices enough, that maybe women need to be believed more often in every area of our lives, that maybe we need to be heard on a larger basis than 22% of the time, which is how often works by women are produced nationally, and even locally here, right here in the Triangle. 22% of the time, which means that 1 in 5 times somebody gets up to say something in public in a theatrical venue, it's a woman, and the other 4 times, it's not. So even though we're 50% of the population, we're actually a little more, we're like 52% of the population right now. Our voices are heard 1/5 of the time, and that's not right, and that's not fair. And it leads to us not being believed when we voice things in other areas. So why a women's theater festival? A women's theater festival so that women can be heard. And here tonight, boy, I've heard some really amazing women. We had an Olympic athlete and someone who bucked the legal system for love. We've had just people who have lost their mothers and found their fathers. And all I want is to hear more from you. So we need a Women's Theater Festival because even in an interview about the Women's Theater Festival that was published in our biggest newspaper, the very first paragraph was about my smile. Which is great, I admit. And the rest of the article was very kind and very factual and very informative. But he did start with the way that I looked, and we shouldn't start with the way women looked and decide whether or not we'll listen to them based on how they looked. Why a Women's Theater Festival? Because when I did my undergraduate degree in performing arts, I took all the classes that all the guys took, but when I took shop class to learn how to do the technical theater end of things, I was somehow always in the back, and I never got to use the things that went. And despite the fact that I was a very confident and powerful and strong person, I didn't use an arc welder for the first time until this morning. Which was because of the Women's Theater Festival. So why Women's Theater Festival? To hear women, to give women the shot to do some things that are a little bit difficult for them to do in the way our society is currently constructed. And that's all I have to say, Rose. I'm sorry, I didn't know I was going to be talking, but I am very grateful.
We knew you were going to.
I'm very grateful for the opportunity to be here, and you said something silly, and I'm going to call you on it. You said that I did most of this, and that's nonsense. You guys helped so much. I see so many faces in this room that have worked so hard to make this occur, and I just want to say thank you.
Thank you. Knocking down doors right there. We got one last speaker for you. We appreciate your patience. We appreciate your attendance. When I was talking earlier about my own experiences, I mentioned a very prominent and extraordinary woman in my life, my high school drama teacher. Well, she's here. So, she's done some things in the meantime besides teach me how to be a fabulous actress. But she's gone on to, she's kind of legendary on stages in the Triangle. She's on staff at Shaw University right now. Director of, she'll tell you because I forgot what it was, but she's the drama queen over there, of course, that's what she is. She is Afrocentric. She is the epitome of Black is beautiful. She is my wonderful friend. Every time she comes to see me in a play, I can't even get through the play because I'm like, ugh. I mean, I love her, you're gonna love her. Please help me welcome Wanda Hawley.